Welcome to the Huddle. I'm host JQ, and I'm here again this week with Coach Lasher. With last week's game being such an outstanding performance, how does the team feel after the dominating performance?
We feel encouraged. We feel like, we're capable of being productive and scoring points, but we also know that that wasn't a perfect game. Even with the score the way it was, we still made a few mistakes. So we just got to get it cleaned up, and we've got to just keep chopping away.
Our defense allowed only a single touchdown last week. Who were the MVPs on the defensive end?
You had to start out with Joe Caballero, did a phenomenal job. He had a ton of tackles. He had a really nice tackle on kickoff, and he's just racked up a lot of tackles over the year. But he had a great game. Also, Ty Wagner, another great performance for him. And then Dan Choate played a great game. So those will be our leaders. We had a lot more guys that stepped up and did some really good things, but those will be the guys that, did a really good job.
Well, Belton has our next opponent. What do we have to do to give them their first district loss?
We've got to be really good, and we got to play a complete ball game. We got to play 4 quarters, and we got to play offense, defense, special teams. We got to take care of the ball. We've got to, don't give them a turnover. And then also we've got to try to get turnovers. We've got to win that phase, that really important part of the game. And then we've got to score points when we are in the red zone. That's the thing about it. We've had a few times this year where we've gotten in the red zone and not scored. So that's something that we've got to do. Once we get in scoring territory, we've got to come out with points and then taking care of the ball. There have been times we got in the red zone and we've turned the ball over. Can't do that at all. But we got to be, stingy with the football, take care of the football. And then on the defensive side, we've got to minimize their explosives. So they're a very explosive team. Can't give them huge runs and passes, over 10 to 15 yards. So those are the ways that we've got to beat them. And then in special teams, we got to be able to, if we punt the ball, we've got to turn the field over and on kick coverage, run down and tackle and not give them big returns. So, those 3 phases all, tying together. But if there's any game where we've got to do that and do it at a high level, it's this game because they are the best team so far in the district, and we're aiming to come out with a W on Friday.
With the playoffs appearing secure, do we want to focus on sharing the district title or being rested and healthy for the playoffs?
Well, I think we want to do both. I think, playoffs is still a game after this. What we want to do is go 1-0 this week. So we're not at all worried about the playoff game. That's already taken care of. That will be a game we'll play. But right now, we want to go 1-0 this week. So, we're not going to back off getting ready for playoffs in a game that has this much significance. So this is the first time University has had a chance to play for a share of the title since 1996. And then we got a chance to have a secure guaranteed winning season in our 10 games. So we got a chance to go 6-4. To me, that's big. Of course, we could still have a winning record and all that kind of stuff with playoff wins, but we have a chance to go 6-4 in 10 games, which means we guaranteed a winning season in 10, and that's big for me. That's big for our players, and we're just going to focus on the task at hand, which is Belton.
And now the winning drive message from Coach Lasher.
Trojan alumni and fan base, we need you all to come out this Friday for the Trojans to take on Belton High School. We look forward to this being a family reunion. There's going to be a huge tailgate at 5 o'clock. It's senior night. This is the biggest ball game in University High School history in the last 13 years. We look forward to you cheering on the Trojans for us to come out with a share of the district title. I so appreciate your attendance so far this year, but this will be the biggest crowd in a really long time at Waco ISD Stadium. Make sure you get there early. It's going to be standing room only. Remember, once a Trojan, always a Trojan.